Yo, what's going on everybody? Xanthos Vice here. We are finally back with some more Punishing Gray Raven. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Yeah, sorry about not streaming for the past couple days. I'll just tell you about what exactly was my reasoning. Or I guess not reasoning, but my excuses why. On Tuesday I went to work out. Next thing I know, I was really exhausted. Wednesday I just felt really lazy. Couldn't really do anything about that. And yesterday, I got my PC setup tuned up a bit more. Where, like I said, I changed a lot of the stuff from my PC build. Mainly, it was just everything but the GPU, the motherboard, and the memory sticks. But aside from that, everything else was basically changed for my PC, and we changed it to a triple monitor setup, which is finally done, by the way. However, the only reason I was unable to stream yesterday, it was mainly due to like me having to set up the controls and everything. Because for some reason, I tried putting my new controller, my new Raikiri 2 controller up. However, it's still not really working with the triggers. They're not really responding to the games. So it's kind of more something I have to work on my own. So I just decided for now I'll just use my regular plugged-in Xbox controller for the time being until I can figure out how to fix that. Because I tried a couple methods, they didn't work, but I'm gonna try a couple more other methods I saw online. But yeah, aside from that, most of my new setup is done. The only thing I need to do is wait for the new gamepad, or I mean desk pad I ordered. I got a custom design one. That's coming in like a couple days, so once that's done I'll probably put a pic on the Discord of what the new setup looks like, because my god, I have way more space now than I did before. Trust me, you guys aren't ready for this. But anyway, that's enough of that. Where we last left off, we had continued with Kamui's story, in which we finally learned what exactly happened to his parents, right? And how the situation got more worse for Kamui when things had kind of gone awry, right? Like the whole thing with the world government trying to push the agenda forward for this new project, Barleycorn, right? And how in the end they were still kind of protecting the solar essence from that to the very end for Kamui to obtain, right? But there was only a letter for Kamui, but what about his other brothers, right? Whatever happened to them? And we still don't know. How exactly does this lead to Kamui being the last survivor, right? Because he was sent in an escape pod, right? But this doesn't seem to be the point in time in which that happened, because they were still going to be the next leaders of their usual place, right? So what exactly happened after that for Kamui to end up the way he did? I honestly wasn't thinking I was going to stream today, but I didn't have any work for today, so I was like, you know what? Since we have the time, and I really want to start my new stream with my new setup, I might as well just do it. So here we are. So we're going to continue with the main story, see how far we can go. And basically what I'm going to do for the schedule is, mainly it's going to be the same. However, I am going to tweak things a bit. Because since we already have like has the Honkai Star Rail update already come out yet or not yet? I honestly don't know. It might actually just be today and then that kind of stuff. Because if that's the case, I'll continue doing Tales of Berseria tomorrow, like I did before. But I will do another Punishing Gray Raven stream tomorrow, or I mean on Sunday, so that way we can finish up Kamui's story, or his floating record, before the alpha update, because y'all know we gotta go like immediately on that when it releases. So that's at least what I'm gonna try to do, and then the next day I'll just continue with Honkai Star Rail, since again I'm not that far from being all caught up in the main story. So yeah, that's basically where I'm currently at IRL with this kind of stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Sunspawn. Family can never be a burden. So yeah, like I said, we learned about how they escaped that whole place and what happened to their parents, but where have they ended up now? The sound of metal rang out sporadically across the ruins. In the absence of any other living presence, the silence felt deeply unsettling, amplifying each noise beyond measure. Kai stumbled over a broken pipe in his way, lurched forward attempting to press on, Eventually lost his footing on a loose tile. Just my luck. Rain had recently fallen, leaving the atmosphere thick, humid, and clinging. Pressed to breathe. Puddles of stagnant water filled the ground's hollows, mingling with mud and debris carried by the storm. The slick, grimy surface explained how even a loose tile could send him sprawling. Kai recalled that this area had once been an open space in a park. It was clean and expansive. Children ran here. Others stretched in morning exercise. Doves, along with other birds, would land to rest. Extended a hand as though those simple pleasures existed only yesterday, nearly close enough to touch. But he could reach no one. Could not hold those fleeting phantoms, those moments of happiness, those family and Azette. Seriously? Am I seeing things from hunger now? Like I could ever actually hold on to anything. Better scrounge up some grub before it gets dark. Kai had initially packed provisions sufficient to last until his arrival, but unforeseen complications had multiplied beyond expectation. While crossing another refugee zone, his conscience would not permit him to hoard his remaining supplies. He surrendered everything to a pregnant woman accompanied by children. Later, his navigation device was destroyed in an encounter with Corrupted, forcing him to spend considerably more time reaching his destination. The existence of a lone wanderer proved far more brutal than he had envisioned, yet he felt no regret. If enduring such trials alone meant others might be spared, that was enough. Hours of searching followed, during which he examined every structure in the vicinity. Found not a single edible thing. Figures. Any useful stump would have been picked clean ages ago, not to mention food. All that's left are probably just some useless combustibles. Nothing but junk. Kai let his eyes fall shut. Exhaustion had become too great to continue, so he chose to rest for the moment. Whatever came next, he would entrust to fate. His consciousness sank into darkness, but something about this darkness felt strangely off. He caught the aroma of green onion oil, mingled with pepper. The smell drifted back and forth in the air around him, sometimes drawing close, sometimes fading into the distance. The scent was so powerfully familiar that Kai's eyes opened involuntarily. Kamui's face loomed large before him. Between them hung a piece of hardtack, chewed down to a mere fragment. So was the aroma. Kamui blinked. Kai blinked in return. For several long seconds, they stayed motionless, locked in place until a tiny crumb detached from a cracker and landed on Kai's cheek, breaking the spell. Oh, hey! Kai! You're awake! Wah! For a hurried push, Kai moved Kamui aside to create space and sat up. Pushed the crumb from his face, he scrambled backward. Kamui? What are you doing here? And is Alan Catrave too? Why are all of you even here? Finding back the impulse to roll his eyes, Azal reached out and took the hardtack that Kamui had been gesturing with, an air of resignation about him. Don't waste food, Kamui. You were saving that for Kai, so quit messing around. What? I wasn't messing around. He said not to freak him out, so I used my brain and came up with a perfect plan. Cause check it. My special pepper powder magic recipe makes hardtack actually taste good. And Kai's the only other person who gets it. Using it to wake him up was a total no-brainer. So what do you say, Kai? That was just a taste, right? Got a whole stash, all for you. Pepper, green onions. I brought them. For heaven's sake, both of you enough. Unlike his usual manner, Kai offered Kamui no playful response. He refused the hardtack Kamui held out, remaining silent with his head bowed. Several minutes later, he finally spoke. His face hardened. Oh, my bad. His face hardening into an icy expression as though each word had been deliberately selected. I don't need it. Huh? But it's pepper. Something happened to your taste buds, Kai? This garbage isn't food. You guys should keep your scraps and choke on them for all I care. Stop following me. Stop looking for me. Got a better place to be now. Don't get in my way. While talking, Kai retreated several paces, increasing the gap between them. Kamui stood frozen, bewildered by Kai's strange behavior. What had changed? Why did Kai now recoil from Pepper, something he once loved more than anything? Confusion swirling within him, Kamui moved instinctively closer, yet every advance made Kai shudder and withdraw further. You know we're not buying that, Kai. It's been rough, hasn't it? Being out here alone? Come on, let's go home. No, I'm never going back to Azette. Just go away. Leave me alone. Oh, what the hell happened? Turning abruptly, Kai fled, his only thought to disappear from their view. Having no light, he was swallowed by the growing darkness as day surrendered to night. He forced himself onward, running further, seeking better concealment. If he could tuck himself behind his crumbling structures, they would lose him forever. A strange, unsettling whoosh cut through the air, forcing Kai to react instinctively. His heart pounding, he strained to see into the gloom. Corruptor had reached the area and it had seen him, immediately giving chase. Given his depleted stamina and strength, his prospects appeared bleak. He carried no real weapon, only a small pocket dagger, and frantically searched his surroundings for anything useful. The first few lunges he evaded with agility, running with the counterattack, a blinding pain erupted in his skull, tumbling him over. Corrupted barreled directly toward him. Kai found himself utterly without the strength to flee or evade. Kamui lunged ahead, intercepting the attack. Zal and Katray moved in swiftly behind him to protect Kai when they frozen defenseless. Zal, get him out! Katray, back me up! With a roar, he swung his greatsword to the gloom, striking to Corrupted's core dead on. Luck was on their side. The monster was already wounded and operating well below its full strength. Kamui and Katray dispatched it with relative ease. Once certain the threat had ceased moving, they hurried anxiously to where Kai lay. How is he? Is Kai okay? No external injuries, but the Chronogene's side effects are hitting him hard. The inhibitor! Good thing we brought it. Quick, hit him with it. By hesitation, Kamui administered the inhibitor to Kai. They made a makeshift camp at the spot where Kai had collapsed, rotating responsibilities between tending to him and keeping watch for danger. They remained there until Kai's condition stabilized and he finally awoke. Where... you guys... Kamui... why are you still here? Get away from me! Pushing against the ground with his arms, he made a shaky attempt to stand and flee, but yet his strength failed him and he crumbled back down almost immediately. Kai, you're in bad shape. You need real help. Come back with us to Azette. No, I can't. I can't be with you guys. I have to leave Azette. Kai. Sal had no patience for Kamui's sentimental roundabout approach. Just get straight to the chase, blunt direct. We know why you're here. This is the place where we found you. Where you lost everyone you loved before Azette. This place has been nothing but rubble for a long time. We're well aware of that. And deep down, so are you. It was Kamui who figured out that you'd come here. To end things here. You think you don't deserve to come back. So you ran back to the ruins of your old home instead. Is that it? You still remember anything about the family we built in Azette? You remember this idiot dragging us all the way out here on nothing but a hunch. Stop talking about leaving so easily. Kai, I brought magic potion. Magic potion? She had a look of confusion with the other two. None of them expected such a whimsical word to emerge from Katrave. Clumsily, Katrave produced a packet of hardtack from his pocket and attempted to press it into Kai's hands. Kai, eat. Eat this, and you won't cry. Breezes blow. Breezes blow. The raspy, recognizable melody sent Kai's thoughts drifting. It was a song he remembered from long, long ago. Kai, why sing? Shh, the kids are asleep now. Kids crying before. That's because I have a magic potion. Oh, you've been giving them your rations. Hardtack, magic potion? Yeah, they've been enchanted with a special spell. Fused with a little bit of family's love. That's what makes it magical. See, these kids, they don't go hungry anymore. Not afraid of cold, and so they don't cry anymore. Amazing, isn't it? You understand better when you're a little older. Back then, he'd always treated everyone with such gentleness. Magic. I know now. So don't cry anymore, Kai. You don't need to be so afraid. You don't need to be sad. Letting them step forward to wipe away Kai's tears. Through their words and actions, they let him know that he didn't need to be afraid. I expect a clumsy warmth overwhelmed Kai, causing him to stifle a small sob. After a moment's reflection, he shook his head with visible pain and averted his gaze. I can't go back with you. Huh? Is potion, not working? Don't worry. Zah and I have loads more stashed. That's not the point. I know what's going on with Project Barleycorn. I know we hit a dead end and no one can break through anymore. It's been going on for so long. Leif and the others are at their breaking point. The higher-ups already sent down a Sunspot name list based on the latest data. My name's on it. Even if I'm not on full-on risk yet, it's only a matter of time. I got no shot at a successful conversion anymore. I might even lose myself. I'm just burning through resources, holding you all back. It's better if I just go. Leave the supplies and the hope for the rest of you. You're not a burden, Kai. Family can never be a burden. That's not how it works. Look at you. You barely took anything. You think you can survive out there on your own? You're still thinking about us, even now. Even at the end of your rope? Why would you let us do the same for you? Hope belongs to all of us then. Everything we do is to give hope to every single one of our family, including you. So trust us, yeah? And trust yourself too. Now come on, let's go home. Kai's composure finally broke. Found Akamui's arms weeping without restraint. Together they had weathered countless nights of darkness. Just one more along their path. But it didn't matter. In the absence of light before the sun could rise, they could still discern one another's forms as they pressed close for warmth. Right, because again, they still kind of have to go through with Project Barleycorn regardless, right? Even without Odile and Eurytus. With a roar, Kamui unleashed another full power strike, sweat pouring down his face. Despite his exhaustion, he wouldn't allow himself to ease up, not even for one repetition. Azal, having just completed the same punishing regimen, was in no better shape. Worried about Kamui's condition, he quickly logged the most recent data and immediately powered down the equipment. That's enough. We're done for today. Kamui, Betrave, pause your training. Get over here and look at the readings. Betrave had driven himself even nearer to collapse. He had to turn in circles several times just to steady himself before falling into step with Kamui as they headed towards his eye. Physical output is up, but stability's worse. Overall, the chronogen conversion rate and mind stability both improved, but neither broke 0.67%. Might as well be nothing. It's not the training, it's the conversion stage. You've hit a wall. Ever since we hit this wall, it feels like we're dumping everything into a black hole. No matter how hard we push, we don't even get a ripple. Is there really no other way? Without a breakthrough achievement, Azet would not be able to secure more resources from the world government. Their relocation operations had never stopped. They continued to rescue and shelter more people. If this went on, the pressure from either side would eventually suffocate Azet. Right, because eventually they'd start to get too many people, but they wouldn't have enough food, or they'd stop getting food and they'd have to go with like basically nothing. So yeah, it's like they're kind of at the end of the rope, because that's kind of what the same thing was for Ordil and Eurytus, right? They had to produce a result as soon as possible, hence why they kept using like the first squad and everything. Keep training. Don't stop until we drop. It's the only solution Kadrave could think of. If one let them handle military and government affairs, they had no authority to share that burden. Their only option was to do everything possible to advance Project Barleycorn as quickly as they could. Just one person. Just one more person achieving the breakthrough, they could secure more hope for Azet. Wait, one more person? What, does someone else already do it? But don't overdo it. Zyle panted for breath. His mood was gradually faltering, his waves of muscle pain overtook him against the wall. If we break down, we're just stalling ourselves. We've all hit our limit today. Let's head back. Nah, I'm good. I got like a second wind or something. You guys go ahead. Or stay and watch. I'll show you this new move. Kamui never completed his sentence. Crumpled suddenly, hands gripping his chest. The warning signs had arrived. His body surpassed its thresholds, and then agony ripped through his consciousness. It was somehow Kamui's resilience could no longer fight or hold himself upright. Awareness faded into a haze between sleep and waking. They rushed forward to check Kamui's condition, and upon realizing something was wrong, immediately lifted him up and dashed toward the medical ward. Brief examination and a basic treatment revealed no major physical issues with Kamui. He simply sprawled on the hospital bed, murmuring unintelligible fragments beneath his breath. Drave, go easy on me. You're killing me. So, why are you hitting me? I didn't touch your heart tech. Bewildered, the two boys looked at each other. Drave attempted to pry open Kamui's eyelids, but the unconscious boy only continued his fragmented murmuring. Out of options, Kadrave glanced at Zyle, whose expression had already darkened and moved aside. Zyle's mouth twisted in a slight grimace before he surged forward, delivering rapid, stinging slaps to Kamui. The last time Kamui had witnessed such fear from Azal was after he had returned to combat prematurely, aggravating existing injuries. Azal had fixed him with murderous glares throughout the treatment process, right here in the same medical ward. Azal, don't try to butter me up. It won't work. You've got some nerve, Kamui, picking up the punching virus concentration in your training area. Even making it exceed the safety threshold. Oh, I see. Kamui's trying to get the chronogen to act up, right? So by increasing the concentration, maybe he's hoping that it'll create the perfect environment in which the chronogen will have to, like, spike. You think those numbers are just suggestions? They exist so you don't die from the virus mid-workout. Doubling it? What were you thinking? You're not desperate to check out. Do it on the field. Not but collapse you on the training ground and make it scrape you off the floor. Zyle's emotions came too far. His words went beyond what should have been said. No sooner had they escaped than Kadrave, standing next to him, quickly extended a hand and pressed it over Zyle's mouth. Mom said we don't say mean things. Say bad words, cover mouth. Say more bad words, smack mouth. The words struck Azal still. They echoed memories from years past when the casual cruelty he had once directed at Kamui, the coldness he had shown Katrave upon his arrival at Zed. In those days, Oda would correct them using that same rule she had created. He abandoned his intended outburst. Jeppy softly took hold of Katrave's wrist, gesturing he could let go now. Kamui did wrong. Azal, sad. Did wrong. Must apologize. With a guilty look, Kamui darted his eyes toward Azal and Katrave, shoulders rising in a timid, apologetic hunch. I'm sorry, Azal. Katrave. Shouldn't have made you worry like that. Azal hid his silence at first, fuming inwardly. But when he noticed Kamui's head drooped so low, he seemed ready to spout mushrooms from sheer misery. Azal managed to compose himself. At the very least, you should have talked to us first. If we need to push harder, we do it gradually, bit by bit. We hit the limit, we stop. That's how you don't break. Kamui, look at me. We haven't entered the final conversion phase yet. We're not constructs. We're still human. We're mortal bodies. Humans only get one life. Once you're gone, you're gone. How many times do you think you can gamble that one life of yours? Kamui knew Azal too well to misunderstand. If he was talking, he was no longer angry. They've mingled with sheepishness as Kamui rubbed his head and began to explain himself. Yeah, I know you guys are looking out for me. I'll be more careful from now on. Swear. But I don't think we can afford to take it slow anymore. We're running out of time. Mollis reached out to me recently. Told me some stuff. If Zed can't show the world government better results, they're gonna cut our resources again. Or worse, cut us off completely. Leave us to sink or swim on our own. Oh right, yeah, Marlis. That's who the woman was. And again, it's like, what the hell even happened to her anyway? Marlis? Why would you talk to her? Oh yeah, it's like, he's supposed to be her only contact, right? Sal's reaction was far more agitated than Kamui had expected. Kamui, why do you even have a way to contact her? Where do you get that? Oh right, yes, I forgot, because Azal was supposed to be the only one who has the contact info, right? And then he supposedly got rid of it, but just remembered the numbers. Oh, hey, she contacted me first. Sent some anonymous letter, but she didn't exactly hide who she was. I figured it out. I knew she wanted something from his ass, so I just asked her straight up. If it was something small, maybe we could have worked a deal. Bought us some time, you know? Get through the rough patch. But turns out her only goal is to either disband the Zed completely or bring us under her thumb. No way. Yeah, no way we take that deal. So that leaves us one option. We have to break this wall. Break past our current limits and use that to claw back more resources for a Zed. But the corona gene in our bodies, it's nowhere near enough. His assertion went unchallenged by Azal. Being the three most accomplished trainees within Project Barleycorn, they understood the situation all too well. Until they discovered new theoretical methods, their only option was to take a dangerous gamble, using every possible means to accelerate the chronogen conversion. Namin, with Kamui. Once Katrave had absorbed the full scope of the situation, he found himself in agreement with Kamui's assessment, but he still refused to let Kamui shoulder such dangerous responsibilities alone. The only solution he could think of was to take more training together with Kamui. Don't even think about it. Yeah, because it's like, she can't really be trusted. Like, who's to say what she's even saying is the truth, right? And again, is it just that she wants to disband the Zed because it's not, like, something she's a part of, right? Like, she technically works for the world government who's inspecting it, but it's not like she's one of the people in charge of it, right? So, either she fails, or we tell her we want her in charge, right? Is that what this whole ultimatum she's trying to give us is? Huh? Leif, what are you... The test results came back. Your punishing virus levels are through the roof, past the safe limit. The docs called him the second they saw it. In air of ease, he rested against the hospital bed, his posture silently conveying that he didn't do anything to stop them. Otherwise, knowing how stubborn you are, you just sneak off and keep pushing until you dropped. Azal's right. Starting today, I'm regulating the punishing virus concentration in the training room. No more excessive training. Period. Kamui, I know you're doing this for Azet, but not like this. Not by destroying yourself. But Azet can't wait any longer. Kamui opened his mouth to argue, to beg Leif to let him fight for Azet. But when he tried to rise, Leif's hand pressed lightly atop his head, guiding him back down. Touch carried no force, but more of a gentle reassurance. Kamui froze, overwhelmed by the unexpected softness. Many years had passed since anyone had offered them such warmth. After Adil and Eurytus died, no one had cradled them like the children they still were. They had become so accustomed to being the first into the fray, carrying a sky perpetually on the verge of collapse. They had forgotten they were still just young teenagers. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, seriously, these guys are like, I get they've been through hell and back, but the fact that these three guys who are still, like, in their teens are still able to hold this whole ship together, right? Not to mention, like, they're the main ones at the head of all of this. I guess that's also what's good about this, right? It's not just only one of them, or it's not just two of them, so then they can just, like, completely divide into halves, like. But with the three of them together, there's someone to always bring at least one or both of them back to reality. Everything has its orders. We old folks are still here. Let us carry the heavy stuff first. I'm still in talks with the world government. Before I came to Azet, I had some pull in the military. Don't you worry. If we all do our part, together, we'll find a way through. Yeah. Whatever happens, we'll figure it out. Together. Trust me, Kamui. We're gonna fix this. Zal fixed Kamui with a stare of absolute resolve. These were no empty words meant to soothe. His promise was genuine, to Kamui and to Azet. He would save them in his own way. He pointed to his terminal, face revealing nothing. Behind him, the gleaming display flickered once before sinking into the shadow of his pocket. Freshly sent message. I warned you not to touch anyone else from Azet, especially Kamui. Don't forget our deal, Marlis. Yeah, because I was gonna say, why did she reach out to Kamui if he's the immediate point of contact, right? Was she trying to stir things up, right? Like maybe try to hope that putting enough cracks in the whole system will break them apart? But that's the thing, is like, she's not really doing anything too direct. Like, I can get it, maybe you're trying to do it from the shadows and everything, but at the same time, you know it's not really gonna work against them. Oh, finally, I get to fight again. City ruins past. You really think this whole lab facility thing is legit? Oh, right, but again, it's like, wait. Oh, please don't tell me we got this from Marlis. Last time we were supposed to have gotten something from Marlis. She's the one who, sent us to where all those corrupted were. Coordinating personnel assignments over the radio with Kamui as I'll pause, surprised by the question. Who knows? That's exactly why Azet sent us as a scout team, yeah? To check things out. Look, this is the only lead we've got right now. People are already turning into sunspots. Anyone we sent for tech help came back with nothing. At least these guys actually responded. If their research on the punishing virus can actually fix the issues with Project Barleycorn, then it's worth taking the shot. I know, it's just something's bugging me. I swept the whole outskirts of my team completely clear. The first city ring you checked is also clean. Barely a single corrupted in sight. I think they're all trapped in that lab in the core area, like they said? Right, like, it looks too good to be true, right? It was the same thing before. They thought like, oh yeah, there's nothing around. We're gonna reach the conservation area. Then there was just a whole bunch of like corrupted just packed in. Or I guess maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe she's gonna try to like pressure them, right? By pushing them to the extremes, she'll try to get like some success out of Project Barleycorn without doing anything. Or hope that it all just collapses and they all just like basically crash and burn. Probably just what they said. Some kind of leak during experiments attracted the corrupted. Makes sense they all cluster there. Either way, mission's the mission. Finish sweeping the outer zones, head back, gear up. Then 3 days from now we push into the core area and pull those scientists out. Don't overthink it. One problem at a time. Continue progress report. Inner area sweep complete for the first city ring. Moving to the second city ring now to finish up. If all goes smooth, target areas will be cleared. We're good to go for the rescue op. Copy that. Outskirts are fully swept on our end. We're holding position here. Just give us a shout if you need backup. No need. Take your team and head back. Prep time is tight, so better get started. But the second ring is right next to the core area where the lab is. Is any hidden danger? There won't be. A few seconds as I'll pause, expression softening once he realized his tone had been too assertive. Think about it. We swept the first ring completely clear. Or clean. No security risks, nothing. The second ring's adjacent. It doesn't even touch the restricted core zone. There's no way anything major slipped through. Don't worry, Kamui. Head back. Betrays with me. We got this. Besides, your squad's been pushing the red line lately. The corona genes aren't stable. Long exposure to high punishing area environments would be dangerous. Need to get them back to base and let them recover first. Don't worry. Azal and I, we're together. Trey, having just finished inspecting another checkpoint, returned to report when he overheard their conversation. Alright. We'll head back. But I'm checking in every half hour on comms. You better reply to me. And I mean it. If either of you misses a safety ping for more than 5 minutes, I'm hauling ass into that second ring to find you myself. Call me X or you want. I don't care. From now on, none of us are losing anyone. Not again. Fine. Whatever you say. Can you all head back now? Just stick to the route back. Don't wander anywhere near the inner ring. Yeah, I got it. Jesus, Al. You're so naggy today. Comms projection. Can't reach. Hit him after we go back. Alright team, inventory's done, everyone's accounted for, let's head back to Azet. To err on the side of caution, Kamui walked from the front of the line to the back, double checking that no one had been left behind. Wait, where's Andrew? Huh? He said he was gonna take a leak a minute ago and then... actually, where is he? No way he got lost, right? Ah, boy. Wait, so Andrew might have wandered toward our side. Yeah, dude's probably lost. His location ping show him moving toward the second ring. His communicator's busted, so we can't reach him. I want to send someone after him, but half my team's already showing symptoms from the punishing virus concentration. We gotta get them back to base first. Wow, okay, look at Kamui. He's actually being more cautious this time. Guess he's taking Asao's words to heart, right? That don't try to anything rash. Which is good, right? Like, sometimes it's good to be rash because, again, it's like, sometimes it's better to be cautious than to just ignore some things that, it's like, they're like practically like blaring signs of alerts or something. But other times, maybe too dangerous because you may come up against an unexpected challenge that you could never have prepared for. So, I guess at least he's trying to meet from the other's perspective. Copy that. Already sweeping the second ring anyway. Took a trade to keep an eye out. I heard. On it. I'll watch for him. Good. You find him, have Andrew link up with the outermost team. Don't let him come any deeper. The zone's too close to the core. Way more dangerous. Roger. Zahn did a call with Kamui could trade, then turned to face the Zet members gradually gathering behind him. Azile, all target areas swept. No suspicious threats detected. Good work. I'll handle the remaining locations myself. You all head to the outer perimeter and rendezvous with the other team. Help them finish their sweep there. Copy. Once everyone else had left, Azile finally felt secure enough to open his terminal. Sweep complete. No potential threats confirmed. The rescue operations may proceed. Recorded by Azile. Quickly typed his entry into the mission record, then closed the page immediately, as if unable to face what he had written. Keep it together, Azile. You haven't actually lied about anything. This area really is free of corrupted threats. That part's true. What comes after isn't anything to be afraid of either. Just necessary measures. All of this is for a Zet. His terminal rang. Azile stared at the number. On listing, it burned to his memory. Trembling fingers. Despite his hesitation, he finally answered the call. What are you doing? We agreed. No contact until everything's done. What if someone finds out? Yeah, I figured. Oh, don't be so jumpy. As a council member with clearance to Project Barleycorn, it's hardly suspicious for me not to be in touch with a Zed. Besides, someone as careful as you wouldn't let this line be traced, would you, my dear future leader of a Zed? Since you brought it up, you promised you'd leave Leif alone after this. Don't go back on your word. Oh, I see. He'd be kind of like her inside man in exchange, right? Of course. I only ever disliked him because he controlled access to a Zed and kept me out. That stubborn old man. Right, because that's why she can kind of like trust him a bit more with this, because he gave her the password, right? To access some of the data. Once he's away from his Zed, I couldn't care less about him. Just cut his comms during the operation so he can't respond in time. I'll handle the rest. Stop him with dereliction of duty. Easy. Your people, those researchers at that facility, they better be reliable and not make extra complications. I've already shared some of their findings with you, and you verified them yourself, haven't you? They're genuinely useful to your situation. I'm saving you all, remember? You're saving your own status, your own power, defeating that sick ambition of yours. You really will stop at nothing to get control of a Zet. But isn't it a beautiful plan? Once your team moves deep into position, we cut off Leif's support. And then, I make my entrance. You get the technology to advance Project Barleycorn, and I get authority over a Zet. Ah, okay. Yeah, because even if he'll be future leader, he'll still be working under her, right? But, again, at least she'll get to be a part of the plan. Because again, if it succeeds, she gets to take the glory. If it fails, she can crush her while Leif is unable to stop him from, like, a save of the day. But then again, it's like, they're kind of backed into a wall, and yeah, with Azawa's understanding of the situation, this is the only thing he can do. Win-win, wouldn't you say? Greedy is a hungry wolf. But right now, this wolf is the only one who can save you. I have the technology, but if you want it, you give me something in return. That's only fair. And I've been fair to you, Azile. You help me, I reward you accordingly. Under me, you'll be the highest authority in the Zed. You've already settled all this. You didn't call just to repeat yourself. Stop dancing around it. What do you really want? Sharp as always. This time, I want top-level access to Azet's internal communications. I know you still have the passwords. What? You think I'd break our agreement? Nothing wrong with some extra insurance. You Azet people are so tight with each other. I'd hate for you to have a last-minute change of heart and refuse to cut their comms. Let those kids successfully call for help and ruin the lovely trap I set for Leif. Trust requires investment. Haven't I invested? The technology, the researchers. They're already at the facility. If you're worried I won't pay up, just take what you want yourselves during the rescue operation in 3 days. We each get what we need. What's not to like? One more thing. How do I know what happened before it won't happen again? I need actual proof this time. Oh, okay, good. He's being suspicious of her, right? Because that's what I was gonna say. Is like her information was supposed to be accurate, like all the other times, but the one time when it was supposed to mean something, it failed. So who's to say that it won't happen again? Good. I'm glad he's like going back on this and not like, oh, okay, I can just let that slip up happen. You mean Solar Exodus? I told you. The information just wasn't updated in time. You were the one who cut off all communication with me first. By the time I found out that conservation area had fallen, it was too late to reach you. I don't accept subjective excuses. Then let's talk objective facts, little debater. Your own people just finished advanced recon, and I didn't interfere once. You saw it yourself. No corrupted in the vicinity, right? Powerful as I may be, I'm still just a human. One with some power, yes, a human nonetheless. Remember your own words. If everything goes according to plan, we both get what we want. But if you hurt my family again, Zed will never let you go, Marlis. Tremendous noise erupted from the ruins behind Azal. Whipping around, he caught a glimpse of a figure darting away. Even that brief moment, he recognized the familiar Zed combat uniform the person was wearing. Oh, was it Andrew they said? Right? The one that Kamui said was gone? Yeah, Andrew. Shit. Oh my. Looks like a little mouse heard something it shouldn't have. If that leaks, everything we worked for collapses in an instant. Make your choice, Azile. You can't bring yourself to do it, I'll have my people handle it. You want to hurt one of ours? What's your alternative? Sacrifice the future of everyone in the Zed for one person? You should understand protecting the majority better than I do. One life for a better future for all. That's a bargain. Even if they knew the truth, I'm sure they'd understand your position. Isn't that the Zed creed? Give everything you can for your family. So let's all make the necessary sacrifices. What the fuck? No! Don't do it! That'd be going against the whole thing about you're supposed to be a family, bro. But I will say, doing it in just like the ruins isn't exactly the best idea, so, especially for a contact like this, but I guess he didn't really have a choice. Now don't waste time. Clean this up quickly. Those final words more like cut the communication, really leaving Azal no choice but to make a decision. Damn bastard. You really think Zed is powerless against you? Even without Leaf support, your troops no match for ours. Once you find those researchers and take their tech, no one will be under your control anymore. But I can't let her get suspicious. Not yet. Clench his fist, Snuff was turning white as his eyes remained fixed in the direction where that figure darted away. All of this is for Zed. Someone has to make the sacrifice. Bit that hard in his lip until he tasted the metallic tang of blood. His mind made up, he set off in pursuit. I'm sorry. This is for Zed's future. No, please, Azal, don't do this! 3 days later. So this is definitely the last place anyone saw Andrew, yeah? Aw, oh, come on, man! Azal, please! Don't tell me it's actually true. At least tell me, like, instead maybe you kept them hidden or something, bro. Sorry, just having a water. Damn, punishing Grey Raven stories are always just so engaging. Calmly surveyed the surroundings, his brow furrowed in concentration. Despite his best efforts, he couldn't think of any logical reason why Andrew would have come to a place like this. Here, Azal and I, together. Uncharacteristically, Katrave answered Kamei's question first. Response came even before his eyes. He usually hung back, letting others take the lead, but not this time. It was only when both Katrave and Kamui turned their gaze toward him that Azal snapped out of his daze, realizing it was his turn to speak. Right. I spotted him while surveying the high-risk zone. Thought he might run into trouble, so I went after him. Ran to Katrave on the way. We both caught a glimpse of Andrew here from a distance, but by the time we got close, he was gone. Had to report him MIA and wait for the official rescue op to keep looking. I can't tell if Katrave's in on this too or not. I mean, I would kind of think so, because again, they were supposed to meet up, so who's to say he wouldn't have maybe caught a glimpse of what could have happened? But, Right, Katrave? Yeah. Maybe they are, right? Because, again, Katrave also wants what's best, but Kamui is the more sentimental out of, like, or the most sentimental out of all three of them, right? So, maybe logically, or thinking logically, Katrave came to the same conclusion as Al did. Maybe. I hope it isn't, though. Something felt off about them today, Kamui sensed. But he couldn't quite put his finger on it. Took some vague guesses, but there was no time to dwell on it now. The mission had to continue. And that's the thing, I think, like, I would seem more likely that Azal would have to tell Katrave too, because Katrave is also a perceptive individual himself, right? We've seen that already through some of these moments they've had with Azet and everything, so I don't think Azal would have been able to keep it hidden forever. Plus, it's kind of easier to keep a secret when there's two people in on the secret, rather than just the one guy having to, like, hide a lot of the details, because then if at least one of them can fire back against you, then the other can too. But if Katrave's in on it, then it's like Kamui would just seem like the strange one, right? As long as too many people don't know the secret, the better. The Katrave and I'll keep searching for Andrew. Zal, you and your team push deeper, scope things out. If it gets hairy, call us. Regroup after, then pull those researchers out. Leave Andrew to me. I'll bring him back in one piece. Katrave, let's roll. With that, Kamui equally rushed out with several team members. Katrave, however, didn't follow immediately. After hesitating for a moment, he finally turned to look at Zal beside him. Should we tell Kamui? Not yet. For now, neither of us says anything. Later, you tell him yourself. I will. I promise you. When this is all over, I'll tell Kamui everything. Yeah, I trust you, Azai. Zal reached out to ruffle Katrave's hair before tightening his wristband. When it came to taking care of himself, Katrave remained as careless as ever, no matter how much he grew. Since Kamui couldn't be counted on for those things either, Zal had gradually developed the habit of straightening up after his two reckless brothers. Look after yourself and Kamui. If anything happens, call me. Now go. Found it! It's Andrew's terminal. And look, there's that markers nearby. Or maybe they're gonna try to use Andrew, right? Well, if he's still alive. At least I'm hoping it is. If he is. We totally went the right way. He was definitely here. Come on, let's follow these. I can feel it. We're gonna find him any minute now. Kamui and Katrave carefully observed their surroundings after parting ways with Azal. Successfully found several traces of their target. Throughout it all, however, Kamui didn't merely revel in self-satisfaction. He vaguely sensed something unsettling about the path they were following. Oh, like maybe Azal or Katrave made those instead? To kind of complete the story that Andrew walked here by himself? Andrew's tracks don't make sense. They're all over the place. No consistent direction at all. And there's only one explanation. He was running. But he swept this whole area. Didn't find any corrupted hordes or hostile forces. Yeah, because again, that's the thing. It's like, normally if it's corrupted or the issue, it's like, you could predict that. But if it's not, then what could it be? And again, it's like, why was there no corrupteds around the core area, right? Like, nowhere. That's surprising. Especially since, again, this is still the post-pandemic age. proper early bus pandemic age. So, who was he running from? Come on, ahead. Coming in the direction Kuchev was pointing to a spot not far ahead of him. Is that uniform? We found him! Andrew's right there! Melee figure lay collapsed on the ground, his back to them. Coming rushed over immediately, hoping Andrew was just injured and trapped there. At least they had found him now. Andrew? Coming moved to Kutrev's side, and in that moment he saw what had caused Kutrev's hesitation. Andrew? Andrew's eyes remained open. He wasn't unconscious or peacefully asleep. His skin had turned deathly pale. His eyes bulged were so wide they nearly protruded from their sockets. Blood vessels webbed across them, matching a brownish-red pool of blood on his chest. But hand still clutched desperately at his pierced chest. His face frozen in shock, astonishment, and disbelief. His final expression before death. Andrew was dead. Realizing what was happening, Kamo immediately contacted Azal. Azal! It's a trap! Get out now! I was about to tell you the same thing! Rally your team, regroup fast, keep everyone alive. We found the researchers outside the facility. They've been dead for a while. There's no technology or equipment inside. Get everyone out! Move for the exit! If we wait any longer, we're not making it. Ah, it was to pull them in, wasn't it? Trying to pull them in the trap, right? But the same trap for Leif and them, or for someone else? City Ruins Core. For 5 days, the Zed's action team have been trapped here. Kamo and his companions hid precariously among the ruins, forced into cover by the numerous corrupted that roamed the abandoned city. 3 more turned into sunspots today. 5 more are borderline. Comes with Leif are still dead. Even if they weren't, by the time anyone broke through, we'd be gone. Ah, is that why she wanted the communications? To cut them off. We need a new plan, or we don't make it out. I'll take the serum we got to the temporary extractor to them first. Then we figure out breed regions. Kamui, wait. Kai stepped forward to stop Kamui. Ever since they were trapped in the core area, Kamui's team had been isolating members who showed sunspots symptoms due to punchy virus corruption, prioritizing their protection. Kai had been serving as their leader. Keep the serum for yourselves. Stop extracting for us. And these? Put our collection of serum already loaded into storage vials. We talked it over. These days you protect us and fought off the corrupted. If this keeps up, we'll just slow you down. We can still extract usable serum from ourselves. Essence too. Combined with what you've already given us, it should come in handy. Are you insane? No way! Kamui, whatever choice is there, if you can't fight, then none of us will break out. Stop with the pointless sacrifices. You're the ones who matter now. It's not pointless. Nobody gets up behind. Ever. That's not how this works. But we don't have the strength to save everyone anymore, Kamui. Escape routes cut. The team's been surrounded by the corrupted for 5 days. The only way anyone gets out of here alive is if you keep fighting. If you stay strong. Kamui. Trey rushed over, interrupting their conversation. Corrupted. Trying to break in. Door won't hold. We're out of time. Kai, is that us on your team? Some fatigue, but no serious injuries. Don't worry about us. We'll keep up. Then we make the most of what we have. Serum and solar essence. Stop hesitating, Kamui. We wait any longer, we all die here. Damn it. Fine. Let's end this quickly. Kamui snatched the vial from Kai's hand and forcibly jabbed into his vein. I'm not falling here. No matter what, I'll hold on until the very end. Nobody stands in our way. I'll cut down anyone who tries. Everyone, stay behind us. We got this. Every single one of us is making it back to his end. You hear me? Let's charge through. Together! Solar essence began to take effect, burning through his veins and brain. The long stagnant mire finally began to break free, carrying with it the desperate hope mixed with defiance. That thing was so explosive fullness. You know, it's still crazy. Kamui was actually able to fight like this the whole time without being a construct first. Because again, this is still before that. Hello, Twitch buddy. How are you? Hey, Yuki. What's going on? I'm doing all right. Finally back to streaming after a couple days. How are you doing, Twitch buddy? And also streaming from the new setup. I don't know if you can tell. And let me know if the volume's fine, because again, like I had to change the whole settings all over again for my OBS. So hopefully it's better this time. At least I'm hoping. Ah, wait, what?
さすがに敵の数が多すぎる。もうこれ以上は持ちこたえられない。
Wait, how's he even flying like that? He doesn't have a jetpack. Or wings. Dude, okay, really cool. Congrats, Twitch buddy. Hope I get a gaming laptop for myself too.
太陽を落とさせたりするもんか。ここはまだ俺たちのゴールじゃない。
Yeah, I finally got my triple monitor set up like I wanted. Took a while, but I did it.
立ち止まるな。俺を信じろ。絶対にみんなを連れて脱出する。
カムイ、なんか強くなってない？よかった。助かった。
もう安心していいぞ。
Here we go.
俺がお前たちの力になる。
Yes.
これは俺が守りたいすべて。 絶対に俺たちが勝利をつかむ。絶対に俺たちが勝利をつかむ。これは俺が守りたいすべて。
Here we go.
真っ白なハエになる覚悟はできたか。
Okay. Clear. Oh, hold on. Dragon same way he can fight midair. Ah, okay. Yo, what's up, Dragosonic? How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Yuki, I'm a little sad because Dad from a heart attack 2 days ago. Oh. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Yuki. Let me give my condolences. Everyone in the chat, can we give our condolences to Yuki for her father? Send a prayer. Be much appreciated. I can't even imagine, especially like a close family member. I don't have the words, but again, just keep going through it, Yuki. No matter what kind of things happen, you just gotta persevere and keep going. Sorry for your loss. Same. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, Drago, for your kind words. But don't worry, Yuki. You know we've got you. We've got you. We'll be there with you. You need any support? Y'all let us know. And as your Twitch buddy, all I can do is give you my most heartfelt support. I know you'll push through. I know it's not good, or I can only think that it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna go away that easy, but know that I'll be there with you in spirit the whole way until you're feeling better. Well, thank you, buddy. Here goes. Exactly. Just know we always got you, Yuki. Just like you've always had my back from back in my early days in the streaming, I got you. And so does everyone else, like Dragosonic 12. Actually, let's actually give a 1 minute moment of silence for Yuki's father, just to be respectful. Let me actually set up a minute first before I do that, like on my timer. Yeah, there we go. 1 minute of silence. There we go. Minute of silence. Done. Again, everyone show your support to Yuki-19. Show her in spirit that we're all there for her. Show her support on her Twitch channel, Yuki-19, whenever she shows up to next stream. She does a whole bunch of other cool stuff. A lot of variety of games on her channel. Go check her out. And send her your prayers. Alright. Let's see if Abel's okay.
みんな俺の後ろに他の人たちを助けに行こ
Alright, let's do this. Gotta save some lives.
うごめん来るのが遅すぎた
Seriously, Marlis cannot be trusted.
こっちはもう無理だ残った連中を連れて早く逃げ
Shit. Not good. Thank you. I'm sure Madame will appreciate that. No, no problem. Anything for you, Yuki. Like I said, hearts out to you. Chat's also out there for you. I'm sure all your followers will be by your side 100%. No matter what. You go, girl. But yeah, I feel like this is a trap set by Marlis, right? Because again, these are too many situations in which we're basically not going to get saved and we're left to our own devices against a whole horde of corrupted. Like, I definitely feel that's the plan here. Because, like, seriously, twice, man? Again? Come on, bro. Okay, good for me.
しっかりしろすぐ助けに行く敵が多すぎる俺たちのこ
Wait,
と
I'm
は
doing
構わない
fine, though.
エネルギーを持って早く逃げろ嫌だ家族を一人だって見捨てるもんか
There we go. I will say, this is still cool. I did wish his frame had a bit more to it, but hey, it's still pretty cool. Ah, boy, it's one of these guys again. Fantastic.
来いよまとめて相手してやる全員粉々にし
Still
てや
need
る
to think about it.
俺が死の闇を払いのける俺が死の闇を払いのける
And this,
暗闇なら焼き尽くしてやる
you're gone. Whew. Nice. Wait, what? Oh, fuck you! What do you mean? Why the hell were y'all even here?
絶対に俺たちが勝利をつかむ真っ白な灰になる覚悟は
I
で
would
きた
try to
か
learn how to use Kamui, but it's like, unfortunately, I'm not pulling for Kamui. I'm saving for Alpha. Kamui mustered his strength to send the last corrupted clinging to his feet flying through the air. Crashed hard against the distant ruins and finally stopped moving. He was nearly at his limit. Fortunately, all obstacles before him had finally been cleared away. The exit. We finally made it. Zal, Drave, you guys okay? Still breathing. I'll make it back to Azet. Don't waste time. Keep moving. I'm managing. You two head back with everyone who can still walk. I'll find a safe spot for the ones who can't. Go back and call for rescue. Until then, I'll keep them safe. Broken the wall. With our new power, we can do this. I know we can. Kai? Hey, wake up. We made it. Let's find a safe place, then we wait for rescue. Kai? Kamui, put me down. Then you keep going. Without me. Kamui, put Kai down. With trembling hands, Kamui gently lowered Kai from his back and propped him against the wall. Only then did Kamui clearly see the terrible state Kai was in. You lied to us too. Didn't you, Kai? With what little strength he had left, Kai placed his hand on Kamui's arm. Kamui felt tears welling up in his eyes. Just like the others. Everyone who fell. They told us they weren't hurt bad. They could hold the rear. They'd be fine. Why? Why'd you throw yourself in front of us like that? You knew. You knew this would happen. So why? Because we knew. This was as far as we could go, Kamui. But you're different. This hope you found, this chance, don't let it go again. Kamui, you always say we're family. We can't be the sun anymore. So you have to see the dawn. For us. Look, the sun is rising. The sun was rising. The sun was rising, but why? Why couldn't he see the light? As the essence continued to affect his corona gene, Kamui instinctively clutched his head toward the unavoidable pain of the absorption process. Essence. Breakthrough. Power. I've got it now. Everything I fought for. So why? Why don't I feel happy at all? Isn't this the future we wanted? The one we all fought for? It hurts. My wounds. They hurt so much. No. It's not the wounds. His brain burned with the power he'd once desperately craved. Forced him to stay awake and see, in perfect clarity, how he differed from his fallen family lying before him. How did this happen? We actually made it. So why? What's the point if only we see the dawn? What about all of you? We fought together. We came this far together. We did it all to protect everyone. Without you, what was any of it for? He lost the bonds he once depended on, and gained these red threads instead. The red threads were the essence gained from the burning, extracted from their bodies and channeled into his own. They were the final traces left behind by the fallen, overpowering him and imprisoning him. Wow. Damn, that was deep. What the hell? Shit. And again, this would create the perfect environment for that power to unleash itself, right? And let me guess, Marlis is gonna try to take credit by saying, I pushed them this far, and because of that, we got the perfect product, right? Because, like, again, bro? Oh, and we're seeing pieces of, like, the team of Strikehawk and myself. Because you got Wanshi, Kamu, Chrome, and then me. Cool. Oh, okay, yeah, because now it's eclipsing it, right? I love what they're doing with... I swear, the stuff with the background, it's been getting better and better too, because like it really shapes up from like one layer of the story to the next, because you open up all the way in the beginning to here, to nothing, then to the little brightness in Kamui's world, then to seeing where he is, then it gets eclipsed by these memories as he tries to reach that point. Yeah, because it shows his parents. Then it'll eclipse to the team, the remnants of a Zet, and now it's going to get eclipsed by us of Babylonia. That is so cool. Like, I know it's not super, like, it's probably not too crazy or anything, but I like the effect that it really has. Home in the ruins. Damn. Seriously, dude, Kamui needs a hug after this. Like, goddamn. So yeah, that's how the three of us pulled off the breakthrough back then. Zed lost so many people just to get Project Barleycorn a fighting chance. We're here. This is it. His gaze lands on the door ahead, starts walking toward it without hesitation. Path's clean, no fights, none of the doors ahead got forced. Guess we're good for now. Last door, then down the hall, or the essence storage. Finally I can find them. But wait, again, it's like, so not everyone from Project Barleycorn went to that battle, right? It was just some of them? Am I correct on that? Because it doesn't seem like all of them went there, because there were still some people here before Marlis found them. right? So I wonder how they still survived. Was it just that they only brought the combatants and then everyone else just kind of stayed behind? Or they left initially to then come back later? Please complete identity verification. Access will be granted upon authorization confirmation. Notice, this is a level 1 security verification. Please complete information matching first and proceed to password verification as the second step. First, please enter your identity information and member designation to complete the information matching verification. Member Kamui's designation does not include SUO. The identity you entered does not match the member designation. Would you like to use another designation associated with this member for verification? Though chest no longer houses anything that beats, if you have something caught there, obstruction that won't clear. But the warnings flash red again. The result never varies, no matter how many times he tries. Accepting his fate, he falls back on another familiar designation. Member Kamui. Matching designation SUEO3. Verification successful. Granting access now. Come on, don't look at me like that, Xanthos. I'm good. I was just, checking. Know what I was gonna say. You haven't finished the story about you three, right? After that, you already know the rest. Stuff we learned before heading down to the surface. So after the breakthrough, the three of us were in the final stretch, until Zeb was attacked by the Corrupted. Azal and Gatre successfully became the Golden Sons. They stayed to protect everyone, while I was shipped off to Babylonia. Wait, what? Really? They became the Golden Sons? Interesting. Really? That's the case? I can't tell if he's lying or not. Well, I don't think he'd have any reason to lie because he's already told us a good part of the story. No need to change the ending, unless he's doing it for himself, but I don't know. But again, it's like I said, it's like the hairstyle of that monster who we faced a while back, it seemed to look a bit like a Catrave, right? But what could have happened to him if he's supposed to be the Golden Sun? Something else happened? Did someone mutate him or something? And again, I don't know why he would have to be shipped off to Babylonia, because the thing is, they also called him the only survivor, right? So it's like, you wouldn't call it that if the project was a success. But I don't know. That's what the signal told us. But I want to hear from you. What do you remember? Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Maybe, I can't tell if it's like he's trying to block that intentionally, or maybe he just doesn't actually know and he's just accepting that. Same thing, Xanthos. Word for word. Signal wasn't messing around. Look, since we got here, everything is checked out, aligning with what the signal said. The Zed's got survivors, got remaining solar essence, got hit by Marlis. They're literally waiting for us in the comms room right now. I don't know, man. Because again, it doesn't really feel like it really tells us the whole picture, right? Because again, if Azile and Catrave are both supposed to be Golden Sons, how the hell did this place end up into hell so quickly, you know? Like I don't know what kind of person Marlis is, especially as an Ascendant now, but I don't think she'd be enough to take down 2 Golden Sons if this is what Kamui can do in his path to being a Golden Sun. You feel? So, I feel like there's stuff not adding up here. No doubt, those are definitely Zed people. Solar Essence here did help my mind recover. But again, it's like, why did they do it that way? And again, that's the other thing too, right? Because if they're supposed to be fine, how come they couldn't get the Solar Essence from Oda and Euraites, right? And also, was Kamui the only one given a letter? Was it the other two? But when would they have gotten it, if Kamui didn't? So, I'm not that son. The real sons have been here the whole time. That just means the information about Azet is accurate. But after you left, they had no way of tracking you. What if you already started converting on the way to Babylonia? We can't rule that out. No, that moment was the finish line. My mind recovery stopped. So I just told you was all the memories I can retrieve. There's that problem we pointed out during the frame adaptation. I should have taken the hint and admitted it when even Asma couldn't solve it. Project Barleycorn was all about gene enhancement. A successful subject's mind should be flawless. So Xanthos, how's a golden sun supposed to have a mind that's permanently busted? I don't know, man, because again, it's like that can still be from other factors. It doesn't have to be like that. It's the same with Liv, right? She's supposed to have her perfect new frame, but there's still some information that she still can't, like, retrace back to. We've seen others with the same thing. Partially because of mutation, but also due to other factors, so who can say that's really the case? Frame changes, sure, but the mind's supposed to be the one thing that stays solid. So are my mind all messed up like this? No way I'm one of the golden suns from back then. And now? The exorcism's voice interrupts Kamui mid-sentence. Somehow finishes exactly what he was about to imply. And now none of that matters anymore. Xanthos, hang tight for a sec. Let me check the situation here. Kamui moves to the main control panel on the wall. His identity verification completes reactivating his access to the system. Countless indicators flood the screen and he verifies each one meticulously. Alarm system, clear. No level 2 or higher alerts have popped off. Backup defense systems aren't activated. Guess they never needed them. Central system's chugging along fine. No weird error codes. Everything looks okay. The automated detection system hasn't reported any warnings. Looks pretty normal. And again, that's the thing too, is like, if Marlis didn't take the serum and let us have it, why is she here? Because also, supposedly Iceling's supposed to be here, right? If she's also here, there must be something they're trying to obtain. But we haven't seen it yet. Okay, last one. Escape pods. Yep. All still docked. Underwater ejected during an emergency. But what I'm seeing, no major intrusion. Marley's probably never made it here. Which means everything should be safe. But wouldn't the people themselves use the escape pods? Let's go, Xanthos. Essence storage is this way. I don't know, man. Something doesn't feel right about this. Because like all those other times, it seemed clear, but then something happened. The corridor to the essence storage stretches far ahead, offering the two of you a moment to yourselves. Whoa, my bad. Totally spaced out there. Didn't even see that step. Just walk side by side. Never can catch you, you faceplant again. Sure, but hey, I'm supposed to be the one saying that. I'll be right here to protect you, Xanthos. Kamui shortens his stride to keep pace with you. The deliberate slowness quiets his mind. Going over the facts he's checked and rechecked. He senses his anxiety ebbing away. Kamui, are you really alright? Something's bothering you. You can say so. I don't need you putting on a brave face. I'm seriously like super extra absolutely positively fine. Promise. This whole thing. I've been ready for it. Mentally prepped, you know? Honestly, this outcome is pretty much ideal, all things considered. For me, this isn't about losing something, Xanthos. It's more like finding something I thought was gone. What I always wanted wasn't really about being a golden sun. So it was about being the power behind that title. What that power could do. That tracks. That's how you've been since the day I met you. To seek strength, to pursue power. Different era, same Kamui. Right? See? Even back when I couldn't remember any of this stuff, I was still basically the same dude. I don't care about people looking up to me or whatever. That's not it. I just want the power. I want to have it. So I can protect my family. But you've been running after that for a long time. But in that far, where's your out? You can always put everyone else first, but not so much when it comes to yourself. You're tired. You know you can lean on us too, right? Yeah, I know, Xanthos. When we found the issues during the frame adaptation, everyone came to check on me before this mission. Actually, it started much earlier, when I met you guys. I've just been constantly getting all these amazing things from you. I know that even if I mess up, If I can't do the thing, nobody's gonna blame me. Exactly why I don't want to stop running. Because you've all been so ridiculously good to me. Everyone, whether from Azet or Babylonia, has always been like that. Even when things are rough, you also find ways to give me so much warmth. I really don't want to lose that again. Ever. So that's why you insist on taking this mission alone. You already decided that if there were survivors in Azet, you'd do whatever it took to come back for them. Yeah, for what I'm seeing, I still have a shot. Kill and the others. I'm gonna make it right. I swear. There's still people waiting for me in the essence storage, and this time I'm not letting them down. Besides, it's already a win for all of us. The Golden Suns are still here, and even if I'm not one, I know Azal and Katray have got this. They can definitely do it. They can use that power to protect everyone. Let's hope so. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take out my lunch from the fridge real quick. I'm back. Kami's determined voice echoes down the corridor as you reach its end. The door to the essence storage looms before them. One final step, and your objective is within reach. We're here. Hold up. You gotta do one last check. Just to be safe. The essence storage is basically Zet's heart. So the security's way tight. Security's way tighter than anywhere else. Someone inside tampered with the system. The only way in it is to request access. Someone on the other side has to approve it before the door opens. Or, if they were expecting me, they might have already pre-approved my access. Member SUE03 Kamui, sending access request. Huh? Only someone with Zek clearance could have done that. They're in there! They're actually in there! Found your home, Kamui. It's right before us. Yeah. Life never proceeds without a hitch. Kamui knows this lesson well. Etched into him through trial after trial. Somehow, it's always the same. And when someone's lost along the way, there's always someone left behind to remain by his side. People are still here. That's enough. As long as someone's still alive, our past doesn't just disappear. Our home can still keep going. And I still got something to press on for. Even if the road ahead's still rough, I'll keep pushing. For all of you. Things will get better. In the future that belongs to us. Take the surviving ember back, guard it well. One day it will blaze into a brilliant flame once more. True sun burns with glory, but even an artificial sun holds fire enough. Pour out everything that Kamui has, everything Kamui is, to protect this home. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long. Zal, Trave, everyone else. I'm back. Let's get out of here. I'll take you somewhere safer. Kamui suddenly remembers their days at the Zet. 3 of them meeting in the communications room. It was always the last one there. So Trave would enter first, leaving him outside to request access. Each time Kamui would just stand beyond the threshold, and when the door stood open, he would call out their names loudly, hoping to catch their attention from where he waited. Azal, Trave. Yeah, I know it. Zyle? Catrave? Door slides open. Kami looks at those two familiar faces, meeting their eyes. But it's a one-sided gaze. A stare of disbelief. Because Zyle and Catrave lie before him, eyes firmly shut. The faces are slashed and bloodied, beyond any reach of any look he might give them. His gaze then sweeps the room. Countless corpses litter the floor. Like the quiet corridor outside, the interior is chaos drenched in blood. Oh, so they pre-approved the access before. But again, what happened? What, did they let someone in and then whoever it was rampaged? Because again, they would have to pre-approve it, right? Like they said. This place is no longer a battlefield. It's an execution ground. Slaughter finished. At the end, he has simply arrived too late. There are no surprises. No applause. No warm greetings. No welcoming embraces like he imagined. Kami stumbled into what was once home he can never return to. All that remains is a collection of coffins. A graveyard. Dude, come on. Could Kamui not catch a fucking break? Like, dude, come on. Kamui deserves one good thing, damn it. Stop doing this to my boy. Like, seriously, what has he done to deserve all this shit? Come on. What? How is this possible? They made it here. There was no invasion. No breach. Then who? Muffled impacts echo from nearby, as if coming from a small sealed space. Realization dawns and Kamui rushes toward the sound. The noise leads into an observation pod in the corner. Its exterior is still intact. Reads its designation and pulls up scan results on a nearby master control screen. Oh, it's the cub, right? The one Odile made. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My sister got back. Within the pod, something like a small robot is active, hurling itself against the wall in a frenzy, struggling to break free. That shape. Is that? Let me help. No, Xanthos. I got this. That little thing in there? If it's what I think it is, it might freak out and hurt you. That Kamui positions itself between you and the pod, showing you safely behind him. Then without hesitation, he opens the sealed door. An active little robot bounces out of the observation pod, hopping straight for Kamui as it chirps without pause. What is that? This is our messenger bot, Cookie. It's not even that damaged. Someone kept it safe on purpose. Zal and Gatrave. It must be them. They must have wanted to tell me something. Receiving the command, Cookie spins a full circle in midair. A small flourish exists because Kamui pestered Zal until he finally caved. Whenever Cookie played a stored recording, it would first loop through its detection area, picking one of its 3 masters at random, landing on that person and start a playback. Cookie orbits the air twice, hesitation in its movements, as if confused by the absence of the other 2 masters. Recognizing a familiar face, Cookie chirps with joy and lands on Kamui's shoulders. Message from Azal. Verification area. Kamui's gaze locks onto Cookie, desperate for it to play the message faster. What happened back there? Is there any chance they're still alive? What is he supposed to do? Kamui? Zack swallows the first call, the words too garbled for Kamui to grasp. After several attempts, the audio clears. He finally recognizes the speaker's voice. Kamui, you found Cookie. You can hear this message. But also, what happened to the old man, right? Leif. He was supposed to be with them, right? What happened? This is Katrave. Everyone's hurt bad. Azal's gone. So I'll say the last words. The truth about back then. If you need, take it back to Babylonia. I speak, you record for your mission. After that big fight, we 3 broke through. Azet back to base. Stayed there. Project Barleycorn continued. Then Azal and I made it. But you, nothing. The conversion, punishing virus spiked. Drew corrupted. Lots of them. Zed was trapped. We sent you to Babylonia. Stayed behind. But Marlis, she was still watching. Had to cut contact. Hide and defend. You never came back. That's fine. You were hurt. Probably forgot everything. It's alright. You're home. That's enough. Marlis wanted the Golden Suns gone. We couldn't hold. Left Essence here. Drew her away. We extracted everyone's essence. Left what we could. For you. Maybe you can still do it, Kamui. Live on for us. Maybe you can make another son. We can't go on anymore. Kamui, remember. Have to remember. Take us back home. Home. Kamui, this is your final warning. Next time you're late, you're getting extra training on your own. Kamui, Azal found out our injuries. He's not here yet. We run. Kamui, after this message, you leave. Azet runs on the Golden Suns. The essence source is destroyed. The defense systems will fail. The essence will make punishing virus spike dangerous. Dangerous. Don't worry about us. Go. Now. Watch out! Kamui doesn't even have time to process it. Cookie's already lunging at him. Intervene just in time, batting the frenzied little machine aside. But Cookie refuses to stop. Gone clear but still humming with power, its surface pulses were eerie red light. It's gathering energy, getting ready to attack again. I told you already. It was supposed to be a communication device. We just followed the standard settings. You just had to add a personality simulation system. Then you slapped on every tag. Peppy, enthusiastic, clingy. The whole ridiculous package. Do you have any idea what it was like? It followed me around for an entire day talking non-stop. I'm losing my mind. Oh, come on. Isn't this super cute? Look at it. Besides, Katrave actually asked us for something. Do you realize how rare that is? You really gonna say no to him? Yeah, I want it. Alright. Never said you couldn't have it your way, just turn down the volume. That's reasonable, right? Cookie clamps its mechanical mouth into Kamui's hand. Can't hurt him. Can't even break the skin. But it holds on, stubborn and unyielding. Damn it! I really don't want to do this, but... Kamui strictly smashes Cookie to pieces, leaving the device completely unresponsive. Set core damaged. Backup essence overflowing. All defense systems shutting down. Please evacuate immediately. Large amount of corrupted detected infiltrating the area. Issuing level 1 emergency protocol. The punching virus concentration here. It's spiking. Cookie must have got corrupted. This place isn't safe anymore, Xanthos. We gotta move. Now! If its core damaged, Zed's remaining power lies exposed. The solar essence calls out like a carcass in the wilderness, and hungry come to feed. Corrupted flooded Zed like a hive in frenzy. Had our creatures thick among them. It's no ordinary attack. The onslaught beyond anything Zed has ever endured. Stress signal sent. Xanthos, you good? I'm hanging in there. Don't slow down for me. I'll keep up. Babylonian get back to you? Yeah, just now. They're on their way. Still gotta punch our own way out first. Zed's layout's a maze. Babylonian doesn't have the blueprints. They charge him blind or just make things worse. Kamui quickly accepts the path ahead of creature's tag, shielding you with his body. It's not indestructible, but when it comes to weathering a blow, his frame surpasses fragile human flesh. These guys are blocking this route too. Can't push through. That was the last exit we could try. Looks like this area's gone too. No choice. We force it. Wait, Xanthos, there's one more option. Zed's got a secret emergency passage, but the entrance is on the opposite side. They have to cross the whole place to reach it. It's a long push. Corrupted keep coming. Plus, no guarantee that passage is in better shape than this. If that area hasn't fallen yet, we can make it out. What's your call? Last exit we tried wasn't even as bad as this spot. We got totally swarmed and couldn't break through. Forcing this one probably ends the same way. But that secret passage is harder to breach. Technically, it's safer than here. I trust your judgment. Let's do this. Yeah, then we move. The entrance is right ahead. We can just punch through these guys blocking the way. Xanthos? Hey, what's wrong? What's happening? Just high punching virus concentration. I'm fine. In the depths of his mind, your mind beacon has begun to fade. I'll move faster. I'll get you through this. Just hang on. Okay. Not good. Oh yeah, I guess I'm assuming I'm not wearing the protective suit this time. Coming to put your way, quick assessment tells them that your condition is far graver than you thought. No good. Can't wait for backup. Need to get you out now for treatment. Back off! Head of creature rips through the pipe. Kami's blade meets it mid-lunge, carving it apart as he positions himself between you and the monster. Noise brings more. swarm through the narrow space, cutting off any hope of escape. You're trapped. It's a disaster on top of a disaster. Kamui refuses to follow you. Not now. Now he's finally found a way forward. My frame can hold a bit longer. I'll cover the rear. You get into the passage. If at least one of us makes it, we can... Bullet whistles through the air, striking a Hero creature attempting to ambush Kamui from the side. We're getting out together. Voice stays steady, hands never faltering as you reload. But... Before the words leave his mouth, something tears through Kamui's mind like claws. Drops unable to stand, hitting the ground hard. Kamui! My turbulence. Why now, of all times? Forcing himself up, body trembling, jaw locked. His greatsword betrays him, flank guttering like a candle in the wind. Right. The essence. Still so much solar essence left here. It has to be enough to fix my mind. Xanthos, disconnect now. Don't let me slow you down. You need to break through ASAP. Don't! Absorbing essence will make it worse. Your mind can't take more strain. Voice vanishes beneath the rising howls of approaching monsters. Kamui doesn't care what it costs, as long as he can break through with the command in. He won't lose another person to his own weakness. Puts the solar essence to his chest, following the ritual he knows by heart. This time, neither the essence nor he shows any signs of change. The golden liquor passes through like water over desert sand, unable to merge. Not even the faintest trace of its presence. Why? Why isn't it working? I'll use more. That'll do it. That'll definitely... A split second of Kamui's shock, his defense crumbles. Out of darkness, a Hero creature surges forward, while it's extended, targeting his defenseless core. Kamui! Call reaches Kamui. Spins around, and in that moment, your voice and your outstretched hand flash past him, already gone. Don't hesitate. Every ounce of strength goes into intercepting the enemy. Body becoming a shield. Gushing blood completely snaps Kamui back to reality. His pupils constricting in shock. The next moment, Hero creatures from all directions surge forward like a terrifying tidal wave, shrieking as they pounce. Kamui roars, his blade howling as he tears through the enemies ahead. He staggers forward, catching a broken body. A labored breath falls on him like a weight, crushes him, body and soul. His life feels he may never rise again. I'm sorry, Kamui. Kamui, get out of here, now! Kamui, take the children and go, now! Kamui, you always say we're family. You can't be the son anymore. So you have to see the dawn. For us. Kamui, why? Kamui. Kamui! I don't want... Kamui. Run. No! That moment everything crashes down on him. Faces he couldn't protect. Moments he couldn't hold on to. All rushing before his eyes. Poor little Kamui. Always too late to save the ones you love, aren't you? I can't save you? Kamui's beyond reason now. Props you up swinging his weapon wildly. No technique, no strategy, only desperate need to keep the monsters at bay. The agony in his mind sharpens, spikes, turns to drop him. Force his legs to move, dragging you both toward the passage entrance. I can't fall now, so I gotta protect Xanthos. I gotta stay in front. I absorbed the essence. Where's the power? Why isn't it working? Why is there no reaction? Faster. Gotta go faster. We're out of time. No one answers his desperate cries. Not the silent solar essence, not the hunted corrupted or Hero creatures. All alone, he forces his shaking body onward, staggering toward the entrance. Don't you dare! I don't care who you are. I won't let you. Nobody stops me from taking Xanthos home. Faster. He needs to move faster. Xanthos' wounds fester, fleshy fires taking hold. There's no time. His feet won't obey. Visible shackles drag it and relentless. twisting fingers rise from the earth and catch his ankles, always holding. His path. He's been it so many times. Brandon wants to search for his parents' fate, for a chance to live. First light of dawn over a place torn apart. His friends drawing their last breaths. But not once did he find what he was looking for. He runs until he can, then he falls. Coming hits the ground hard, to see yellow clouds erupting around him. Even now, even falling, his body remembers what matters. Curls around Xanthos, taking the full force himself. Sand? Dust? Kamui barely notices the dirt. Something else cuts through. This isn't the cold steel floor he expected. There, blinding sunlight floods his vision. We're out! The sun beats down, scorching, but to Kamui feels more refreshing than rain. Leaf floods through. Then he hears the familiar thunderous rumble of Babylonian transport crafts. Goes toward the descending shadow. Finally, this time his hope has come. The vehicle touches down. Figures in familiar Babylonian uniforms rush out. Kamui's chest fills with overwhelming relief. We made it! We're saved! Xanthos! Look! Xanthos? The human commander in his arms can only manage the faintest response, barely moving. Car feels as if his body, when it shouldn't house any biological heart, has somehow regained the heartbeat. His heartbeat connects him to the human in his arms. It grows weaker with each moment as the commander's wounds worsen. Soon it may stop entirely. No. No. Xanthos, you can't do this to me! I'll take you home! Babylonia is gonna save you! Alone, he can do nothing. It's always been this way. It's still this way now. Kamui runs toward the Babylonia vehicle toward help. That commandant cradled in his arms. Help! Please! Anyone, please. Only you can save the commandant now. I can't save the commandant myself. Babylonian soldiers reach him, shock flickering across their faces at the commandant's condition. A few urgent words pass between them and Kamui, then together they race for the waiting transport. Inside, medical personnel spring into action. Equipment deploys, monitors beep. Someone contacts Star of Life headquarters even as they work. Contact Star of Life now. Tell them to prep everything. Maximum priority. Clear an express route. Move it. Damn, seriously, dude, why does all this shit have to happen to Kamui, bro? Like, damn. Ruins of Azet 20 years later. Oh, what the hell? The room is silent except for the noisy whir of machinery and Kamui's voice, rising and falling in cries that are sometimes suppressed, sometimes hoarse. Good thing the restraints are holding me down. No matter how bad the pain gets, because my body won't freak out and break free of its own. But this is enough. If I'm gonna make it as a golden sun, this is like barely scratching the surface. Punishing virus concentration in simulation environment has exceeded theoretical safety parameters. Immediate termination of training recommended. Safety parameters? This don't mean anything to me anymore. Crank up the concentration. Keep it going. Every man you disable the equipment safety protocols long ago and ensures no program can automatically restrict his operations. The alerts grow increasingly urgent, yet the golden solar essence in his chest remains utterly unchanged. Simulation environment's pressure exceeds its limit, collapsing entirely. Thunder's crash coming hits the ground, surrounded by shards of the shattered containment wall. The damaged equipment forcibly halts all simulation settings. Like a fish gasping under a scorching sun, he finally returns to water just before this desiccation, able to breathe again. This fish, its body cracked and broken, still struggles to crawl back onto the scorching shore, all for one more impossible chance to reach the sun above. I can't stop now. Xanthos is still waiting for me. He struggles to his feet, refusing to yield even an inch. There are spare machines in storage. This one's broken, so he'll just get a new one. He won't even permit himself a moment's rest. Kamui, Xanthos, the commandant. You need to get to the med ward. The final critical condition notice just dropped. The verdict is... Huh? Nah, there's no way you're cutting me off this early, bro. Critical condition beyond recovery. Let's continue. Nah. Okay, this has to be a lie, right? Like, this is something that's happening to us like an illusion or something, right? His fateful words barely finished before Kamui bolts from the room without a second thought. It started with that Azet mission years ago. Continued through every subsequent fall of human defense lines. For 20 years he's heard such news countless times. In the few remaining withering human outposts, devastating casualties like these have become the norm. But every time before, they at least used the phrase recommend discontinuing treatment. Never a direct order. He knows exactly what this means. It isn't a recommendation, but notification. It means that every last medical treatment humanity still possesses is now powerless against the commandant's condition. No, not like this. Not now. We're looking everywhere for a cure. Maybe we're just one step away. Rushing to the medical ward, Kamui clings to his own reassurance. He's seen this before, back when he escaped from his Xanthos. The situation was just as perilous then, yet in the end the Starlight pulled the human commandant back from the brink of hell. After that, the commandant's health never again compared to what it once was. The commandant survived, holding on for 20 more years, right up until this moment. Wait, what? Oh! Wait, what? So this is like a possible future? Okay, interesting. Curious what this is. Like, what, a simulation? Because it can't be like we've gone through like time again, like the Hetero Tower. I refuse to believe we're just going back to something like that again. Or actually, no, you know what? I guess it could be an illusion, yeah, because if Aisling is potentially here, she could do the same thing like she did to Liv. So I guess that is actually a possibility. But we'll have to see. The only thing that matters is... No, yeah, because they made her relive moments over and over for a while, right? Until Liv finally broke through. Maybe they're doing the same to Kamui. The only thing that matters is that the commander survives. Oh wait, no, yeah, I already read that. All he wants is for Xanthos to stay by his side. No, yeah, because didn't we actually start the story like this, I think? Like, or this floating record? The scene you know so well never arrives. A human commander doesn't rise as if nothing happened, like all those times before. The person doesn't offer that familiar smile, doesn't tell him not to worry. Everything will be alright. Instead, the commander lies still upon the hospital bed, too weak to lift so much as a hand, too weak to call Kamui closer. Kamui steps to the human commandant's bedside and gently takes the commandant's hand in his own. He won't accept this ending. He's witnessed her live through too many times before. Kind of story he despises more than anything. Not like this. So heavy with sorrow, so drowning in grief. Not like this. Death about to claim the commandant. He's gonna lose Xanthos forever. Hey, what happened to you this time? The mission to Azet. The after effects from your mind beacon have been messing with you all this time. Is your whole injury acting up again? No worries. We'll just take some extra time to rest, and you'll bounce back. I'll stick with you through all the rehab sessions. Promise. Or maybe you just got hurt during your latest mission. Whatever it is, we can fix it. Just tell me where it hurts, okay? I've learned all sorts of first aid techniques. No matter what kind of injury it is, I can patch you right up. Wait, could it be a mind beacon thing? Don't sweat it. I've been working on becoming a golden sun. I'm gonna make it happen. And then I can help you. You're gonna be okay. Right? Xanthos, please say something to me. Anything at all. Yeah? Please? Anything at all. Just say something again. Tell me you're okay. Tell me nothing will happen to you. Tell me you won't leave me. Come. In his mind, Kamui senses the mind beacon in Xanta's flicker to life once more. Light of it steadies his consciousness, guarding him by a fragile degree. I knew it. It's gonna be okay. I'll find a solution right away. Get over here. Xanta's can still... Kamui. It's no use. Don't waste more. No, don't say that. How could this possibly be a waste? You gotta live. Humanity still needs you. I mean, I can't lose you either. Even as it flares to life, since the mind beacon within his mind began to dim once more. God is like a candle in the wind. His butt is like a lamp running out of oil. It's my fault. I protected you better during that mission. You wouldn't be dealing with these after effects. And then all those missions after, you kept pushing yourself in battles for mind connection. I couldn't do anything to help. And every time I stubbornly tried to adapt to solar essence, you must have taken backlash damage while connecting with me. Why can't I carry this weight for you? If only I was stronger. If only I had more power. If only I was a golden sun. Then everyone's Strikehawk, Babylonia. None of you would be held back by me anymore. I failed to protect all of you. It's too late to save you. That's not true, Kamui. I'm grateful to walk this path with you. We all believe in you. You always keep your promises, don't you? I know all that. I should have kept those promises. But I really can't go on anymore. I've got nothing left. No Zet, no Strikehawk, no Babylonia, no friends to move forward with. Oh, right, yes, because he was seeing that too, right? When he was trying to adapt to... Oh, okay, no, yeah, so that's what it is. Time is speeding up in his mind when this is happening. Like it did before with Strikehawk, right? Like they were all supposed to be there, but no one was there anymore. I don't have you anymore. I don't have a home anymore. Forgive him. Forgive him. He's failed every promise he ever made. Finally, the tears come, spilling onto the human commander's fingertips and the pristine white sheets beneath. Each drop as it falls and scatters brings to a flower within this forgotten base. This does not seem to experience colors in years. Now even this flower is beginning to wilt. Don't cry, Kamui. Don't. Mind beacon fades to nothing. Kamui kneels beside Xantos, frozen in shock. He waits. What if perhaps the mind beacon still holds a flicker of life, waiting to reignite? Human Commander's life is ended. To the ashes do not rekindle. I see. It's another deep nightmare, isn't it? Just like when I was adapted in my frame in Babylonia. And later, with every attempt I made a conversion. It's just a deep nightmare triggered by mind turbulence. There's gotta be proof to show it. I'll go find it right now. Kamui bursts from the ward, hunting for proof that this is all a nightmare. The storage rooms, the arsenal, the archives, the comms room. They have to be illusions. But every location he touches is achingly real. He can't run from this truth. He can't hide from it. And he finds nothing. Nothing at all. To validate the one hope he clings to. No. This can't be real. Escape? Yeah. Escape from the old Z site. Maybe outside the base is where the real world's at. Kamui races for the exit of the Z building. The corridor stretches on, but somehow his legs do not tire. There it is. The exit. And the reality he so desperately wants to get back to. Why? Why has nothing changed? Shouldn't this place be fake? So this is reality after all. Beyond the Zant, the prison that holds him still waits. even if he fled these ruins, he wouldn't know which way to turn or where he could possibly go. Where am I even supposed to go? What can I even do now? Everyone's gone. Nothing I do even matters anymore. Child stands in the doorway, face bruised and cut, clutching several medicine bottles and rolls of bandages he calls for cover. You're one of those kids. The ones we just brought back. Sorry about that. Need to at least give myself a bit of time to like actually drink some water because it's like a bit strained. Let me actually read some of this. 20 years ago, Xanthus and I followed mission orders to come to the ruins of Zet. We were searching for a device that could establish stable communication with FOS, and we're planning to retrieve solar essence. Oh right, I forgot FOS was also the prime goal. Yep, that's right. The very facility we're sending in right now. But at the same time, our mission ended in failure. The real Golden Suns were destroyed by Marlis, and all the survivors were slaughtered. The communication device didn't make it either, so we had to evacuate with just the remaining solar essence we could salvage. After that, Babylonia can never contact FOS again. Really? Even worse, the Foul Tree of Osha got exposed to the enemy. Babylonia was always one step behind. Ah, okay, so this kind of like assumption is what leads to like basically Strikehawk being no more, right? I could see that then. The enemy just kept taking and destroying what little humanity had left. And then shuts his eyes and from the depths of his mind, horrific scenes he witnessed firsthand began to surface. The map shows every tug-of-war battle between us and them, but honestly, every single time, humanity just lost. Our strongholds kept failing or falling. The territory kept shrinking. 10 years ago, all the survivors from Babylonia retreated to the surface, make the ruins of Azet our new base to keep fighting. Our casualties kept piling up while our chances up for hope just faded away. And then, Fingertip finds each marked location, trailing a route that spans continents. One by one, a cross is there to greet them, failures to every site they ever touched. At last, his hands drifts to the map's edge, to a region still uncharted by humanity. There, a simple sketch marks the spot. An FOS vessel. Wait, what? A vessel? We finally found a lead on FOS and gathered all our remaining forces to go there. It's humanity's last ember of hope. One that might bring dawn again. I wonder if that's gonna tie in later, right? Like, maybe this is like a prophetic dream or something. That's like, we'll learn about that place later. But what we finally found wasn't paradise. It was hell. It was a ghost ship. Everyone aboard FOS was already dead. The vessel stranded in some nameless, deathly silent realm. On FOS, there wasn't a single survivor. Instead, we ran into a crazy number of hetero creatures. We fought with everything we had and lost so many people before finally making it back. Xanthus' old wounds opened up during the escape, putting the command in critical condition again. That's why we haven't been able to hold our strategy meeting on time. After falling back to Azet, they started to call this place home, a sanctuary for the dead, a shrine the living visit to honor those who have gone. But hey, thankfully Xanthus is okay now. You really gotta be more careful next time, you know. You can't just keep charging ahead without thinking about yourself. Your health comes first. With a hand, he lifts the marker and draws an X over the final untouched land on the map. The sprawling chart is now consumed by stark, unforgiving marks, all except for one name at its heart, Azet. Broken, decaying, still standing. They chased survival across the world, and everywhere they ran they found only graveyards. But the first graveyard Kamui ever knew, the place of death, has become their final shelter. A dim light before the dark closes in. So this is the only hope left for humanity on the surface now. Just this one place. Only one remains. There's no one else left. This place is just like the meeting he holds by himself. Every observation pod holds only the dead. I'm the only one left now. So don't worry. I won't fall. I promise. I can't fall. Not ever. I'll keep trying to fuse with solar essence and successfully convert to a golden sun. Still other human survivors out there in the world. I'll find them and bring them back here. I'll keep going. It's the only thing I can do now. Sometimes I get too tired and can't go on. Please let me pretend all of this is just a nightmare. That way, I won't feel the pain anymore. Only now does Kamui grasp the truth. The words were simple when Odile spoke them, but living them is something else. Not until every face he knew, every soul he loved, had slipped away did he understand that this lonely road, this endless march, was unbearable. What is there left to protect? Searches for an answer, and he finds none. Maybe oblivion would be kinder. Maybe fading into nothing would be easier. He has no home, land left, only ruins, searching ahead forever. Yo, what the hell? Alright, gotta give myself a bit more time to relax because again, it's like feeling strained. Jack's like, man, how the fuck did they list? I know, crazy. Yeah, I'm still surprised they made us go on missions, even though what's it called? We still hadn't completely recovered from our injuries. But again, at the same time, I'm guessing in this potential future, it's like with not being able to contact FOS, Iceland getting stronger, and the philo tree of OSHA being revealed, it's like there's probably just too many unpredictable factors that it's like they could have contained like anything really. Well, again, I guess that's the assumption, because again, time had supposedly passed by. Yeah, again, I'm just letting this read through a bit more, because again, still trying to make sure I can read some more of the other stuff, because yeah, not easy going through it. Especially with, again, taking a break from it for so long. Sorry about that. Like I said, I wanted to give myself at least a good amount of a break from like reading a lot of stuff. Can anyone truly remember being born? Kamui doesn't know. As a child, he told Odell and Uritis that he remembered the moment. Darkness first, then light, sudden and blinding. He fought to open his eyes, and there they were, looking down at him. Odell laughed and tapped his head. Never dreamed, she said, falling asleep with a book again. Uritis pulled him to his lap instead, from the spot where Odell had tapped. Gently, he explained that babies don't form memories at birth, theoretically. Kamui opened his mouth to argue, but then Azal walked over, complaining loudly that he refused to have an idiot for a little brother. He shot Kamui away to study before the argument could finish. Kamui stared at the books until his head spun. Silence grew heavy, slumped over the table, mumbling. Still arguing with them as sleep pulled him under. But it really happened that way. He saw it all and remembered it so clearly. It's just like now. Everyone says that when you die, there's nothing. No sight or memory. So why is he still seeing? He's dead, isn't he? His body shattered, only a whisper of awareness left. Something surrounds him now. Soft, light, impossible to name. Feels like a mother's arm. But he can't hold it onto anything. He simply floats, weightless. After a long while, a beam of light gleams. Children return. Thank goodness they say. But Kamui can no longer wipe away their tears. Only suddenly pray. Don't cry for him. Don't feel sorry for him. Don't grieve over him. Children search for a very, very long time. Has to gather all the pieces of his body and bring them back to his head. Just as he told them to, they lay his remains in the great energy furnace. Fire takes him. Finally. No more running. I'm so tired. My body feels so heavy. I can stop now. I can finally go to the same place as you all. Sorry I'm late. You must have missed me. His wish at last comes true. Soon he'll hold them again. His family gone so long. Bound to be together. Forever. It burns. Hurts so much. Is the fire burning my consciousness now? Pain is not so bad. Feels like I'm still alive. To be human is to feel joy, rage, grief, happiness. When the turning of life and death no longer stirs anything, the soul has already gone quiet. Now in dying, he finally feels what it was to live. For that he's truly grateful. My body is falling. Doesn't recognize this place. Some valley, maybe? Deep and dark at a cliff's foot. Feels like a bird that dared the crossing, only to have its wings broken by falling stone. So cold. But it's okay. Everyone, they're all here. Beneath them are many of our birds, kindred souls. They too had once spread their wings for the idea of soaring across. No doubt the wings broken earlier than his, perishing in this place. The flock of birds who should no longer be able to speak call out to him nonetheless. Ooh, who the hell is this? Okay. I don't know what voice to give, so... It's alright. Coming back to us is the perfect ending. Look, we're all here. This is the most beautiful home. The best ending ever. We are kindred. We are family. Nothing else matters. So come back, fall down, and die together with us. Break your wings with us. Stay in the darkness. Don't fly out anymore. You already have us. Sink gently now into these familiar arms and rest. Let our quiet lullaby cradle you, soft as breath, warm as embers. Drift without a care, like a child in peace. Let the fire rise and bind us in its fierce embrace. Just turn to ash together, and in that stillness, become one, never to part again. I want to be with you all. Yes, that's right. Let yourself go. Choose our home. Become one with us. You're finally home, Kamui. Home. I'm so tired. I wanna go home. But home? Where is home? What is home? Is it a Zet? Is it Babylonia? Or is it the children you saved? Home is everything I have to protect. But your home is already gone. It's nothing but ruins now. You want to go? Then stay here in the ruins with your family. With us. Is that so? And why, even as he stands in this abyss, does he not feel the faintest trace of that familiar warmth? The wounded bird opens his eyes and turns his gaze toward the direction he had so desperately sought. The cliff's edge looms impossibly far above, a height he may never reach in this lifetime. Suddenly, something stings in his eyes. It's a blazing sun, ringed in flame, not enough to arouse him fully. High above, a bird wheels and hovers, wings beating against the sky. Looks down at him, longing to draw near, but it cannot. A futile rescue would only pull itself into danger and offer him no true escape from the darkened alley. So the bird lingers beside the red sun, watching. Do you remember the promises you made? You wish for? What you long for? What is it that you want to protect? What is the meaning that you're searching for? What I want to protect? The meaning? A flock of birds below him surge and press together as one. Though their bodies are bound and enslaved by the abyss, mere puppets meant to drag them down into the depths, their souls are broken free from the cages, transform, each one into the pairs of hands reaching up to lift them. They're all wings. Those already broken, those still intact, those not yet fully grown, those ready to give their last. All bets against his back, urging him to soar upward into the sky. Wings to the past, wings to the present, wings to the future. They buoy him. They call to him. Fly now, they whisper. Let's go together and see the sun of your dreams. Kamui, stop slacking off. Get up. Didn't you say you want to be the bravest warrior of Azet someday? Kamui, it's okay. If you're tired, lean on us. We're here. But I know you still have it in you to rise again when you're ready. Kamui, where's that hotshot who's always getting in line? Get back to your post. Move. Kamui, thank goodness you're here. When you're around, we always know everything's gonna be okay. Kamui, see? You and our squad, we're definitely the strongest out there. Listen to me, Kamui. No matter what happens, every member of Strikehawk stands with you. Don't ever forget that. Kamui, not you. That's good. Keep watch for me, alright? Gonna crash now. I know you've got this. Kamui, the hell's with that look? You look like a total ghost. That's not you at all. Quit moping and get over here. We're all waiting. Kamui. Kamui! I want to protect. It's my home. The dreams we share. The future we believe in. The path humanity's walked. This land we cherish and love. Everyone who warns each other. Everyone who loves each other. That's what I'm fighting for. That's my forever home. That's why I can't stay here. I have to release them from suffering. I have to bring him home. He remembers the pain. He doesn't let it claim him. Again and again, he fights to move his wings. Until at last, they answer. Hands lift him, voices guide him. For everything he has, he rises. The bird that has fallen countless times spreads its wings again. Broken wings grow new bone, lets each dry and flick away. Cliffs once unreachable will finally be crossed. For you are an undying wing, an ever-burning torch marching against the wind. You should raise your proudest wings and soar toward the blazing sun. didn't read that part. You've always been the sun that shines the brightest. Calling out to them. All of them. Wake up, Kamui. Reaches for it. So close now. But the cradle rises from the dark valley to block his path. It shifts, warps, and becomes solar flares. And vast black masses, all surging together to eclipse the sun, flies toward. You're leaving us now? Even the home we shared? Did you forget the family who was once by your side? You traitor. I never forgotten a single one of them. That's exactly why I have to become the sun. Coward, you're full of excuses. Kamui, you betrayed a Zet. Kamui strikes at the solar flares without a moment's pause. Shadis eclipses himself no matter what the enemy. Or no matter that the enemy wears a face he knows, facing one's love. Face your execution, traitor. The one who betrayed a Zet, the one who hurt our family. It's you. Azile. What? Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if I could see it being betrayed, but that's Azile? What? What the hell? What happened? I mean, I get it, like, he was... No, yeah, he would have to kind of, like, be remorseless on this, right? Because... What? That is wild. Okay. Well, at least we moved on a bit more. We only have 6 parts left. I think this is going to be good enough, because, again, it's like, I don't think I could read a bit more if I wanted to. Honestly. Like, my voice is kind of giving out, unfortunately, so I think this is a good place to end, but finally we have reached the point where Kamui can become his own kind of son. That visual aspect was pretty cool towards the end of that, so I will say that much, but again, well, I guess they was trying to trap him in like a sweet dream, a sweet an illusion, right? I'm assuming they're using like Azael's memories and Aisling's powers to basically trap him in something like that, but again, I don't know if she would still be here to do that or not. Because again, it's like, what did they hope to claim, right? Because if Azael, if that really is Azael, he's already here and has access, why didn't he just take the solar essence? Or why didn't he just give it to them? Why was Kamui the only one able to get it? Or why did they allow him to take it? Was there something else that was actually more important that we didn't know about at the time? I'm not exactly sure, but we're finally close to finishing this floating record, goddamn. But don't get me wrong, I am enjoying this. Like, holy shit. Like, I have a whole new respect for Kamui. Because again, it's like, at some point, the facade was gonna have to break, right? Him always being happy, joyful, trying to be the strong-minded one. It was gonna break at some point, right? You can only keep that image for so long. But that's normal for people, right? You want to stay strong in a world that's like, dangerous and can sometimes be out for you at times, or where there's competition all around. So it's not easy to just accept that weakness and then to overcome it. They're both completely different steps, and they won't come about from the same answer. Seeing Kamui kind of like come to that own conclusion himself was really great. But seriously, can Kamui get one good thing going for him? Like, come on! This dude has suffered enough! But it does seem like in the end, no one from the place would make it, right? And again, it does make sense, like, I could see how Azile would be the bad guy, right? Because it's like he even said, the only way someone could have attacked all those people there, it would have to be someone from within the vicinity, right? Someone as a member of a Z, because they wouldn't allow access otherwise. But then, how the hell did it turn into such a grisly scene like that? What exactly happened? Because again, it's like, what would that betrayal lead them to, right? And again, did they succeed with that? With, like, trying to, like, take Leif's position, or no? Because I feel like that's also what's gonna lead to, like, the conflict here, right? Like, why Azal would be considered a traitor. Because, again, it's like, he was trying to do everything he could by himself to protect his home, his family, but even though we know it's like, it's not the right answer that, or the answer that Kami and Katray would have really approved of, it's like, it was kind of his only way to try to make any kind of good out of the situation, so I can't entirely blame him for it necessarily, because again, that's the whole point of this, right? To survive, that's the most important thing, especially in the kind of world they live in. And this is another way of kind of seeing it, right? It's like, it wasn't meant to end up this way, but the situation just overturns like so dramatically and like so many times in this setting that it can lead to even the most unexpected people to become your greatest enemies. It just seems somewhat sad that for Kamui it has to be his own brother. But again, we'll try to figure out more of this. We will conclude this in the next stream. But wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. And I'm glad we actually did get to see it from that. But again, it's like, I'm starting to see where it's like they'll diverge from paths, right? Because Azile, it's like he kept thinking of it as like the physical home, right? That his home has to be a Zet, right? But for Kamui, it's not really that's home. It's the bonds they all have. That's what's home to him. And without those bonds, it would mean nothing. I think with all the pressure getting to him, Azal lost sight of that. What home was supposed to mean for them. But it makes sense too, because again, Azet is kind of the legacy that his parents had inherited, right? So he couldn't really just let that go. Which is understandable. But yeah, we'll see how this concludes next time. Like I said, I'll probably stream this on Sunday instead. So then we can finish this all up before Alpha's update. Because y'all know we're going to get straight into that. Because I fucking love Alpha. What can I say? She's just the coolest character in this game. Or actually, she's tied with Ishmael. But, you know. I just want to be like all set up for that. And again, like I said, I will try to work on getting my Raikiri 2 controller to connect with all that. Alpha always on top? Absolutely. But yeah, I'll try to get my controller like actually to connect and all the buttons working over these next couple days. I probably will still just use my connected Xbox controller for the time being until I can figure out like how to go through all of that with all the games. Because the issue I have with my controller is that when it comes to Steam games, what was it? When it comes to Steam games, the only thing it doesn't identify are the trigger buttons. But then when I try to connect it to Wuthering Waves, it doesn't like register it. So I'm gonna try to see if I can try to like fix something about that. with some other methods. So I'm gonna see if we can do something about that. Hopefully I should have that done by like at most next week, or otherwise I'm gonna have to like give up on that controller or something. I don't know. Dragasonic Crimson Weave was my first 7K BP frame. Nice. But yeah, like overall, this floating record, it's amazing. It is long though. I will say it is like, I'd probably tie it with No One's honestly, because No One's was a lot, but to be fair, you did have to learn a lot, right? Because you needed to really understand No One's circumstances in his floating record, and then when it did, it's like, you really felt it, like his story. Like, you really lived through his story. It wasn't just a bit. Like, you went through all of that and had the best understanding of what you possibly could. And I think with Kamui, this really takes it a step up. Because, again, we never really knew Kamui too well, except from how he's like on missions. But again, it's like, that's just standard, right? That's when he has the mask on. But what's he really like on the inside? What does he really feel? Like, we had a bit when we saw what happened to his friend in that mission, like from the interludes or something, but that wasn't really enough to gauge the type of individual Kamui is. But this has really gone in depth with it, so it's like, I definitely say lengthwise, it definitely is like to the length of No One's. If I say it's equal, we'll have to see how this concludes, because I'd say it's probably as good as Kamui's honest, right, as No One's floating record. It's like one of the best, like, storytelling wise. But again, we'll have to see how this concludes first. But it's definitely getting up there. Don't get me wrong. It definitely is, because also Kamui's our boy, you know? Like, you can't disrespect this dude. And he's just the sweetest guy, man. Like, come on. There's no better bro than him. But yeah, we'll see how this all concludes next time. Like I said, tomorrow will still be Tales of Berseria Remastered. However, I will say it will be streamed much later than what I would want to, because I actually start my new job at noon tomorrow until like 5. So maybe I'll be ready to stream at like 7-ish, and I can get like maybe a 2.5 hour or 3 hour stream for that. And then, like I said, Sunday I'll do Punishing Grey Raven to close off this floating record, and Monday we will have a Honkai Star Rail, where I make up for the stream on Sunday. But anyway, let me give a huge shout out to everyone who showed up to the stream. So shout out to both Yukian19 and Dragasonic12 for both showing up to the stream. Great chatting with you. And once again, can you all give praise to Yukian19 on her channel, or whenever you can, whether it be on her Discord or her next Twitch stream, whatever, because it would definitely be appreciated. You all just send a prayer for her father. And also help cheer up Yuki. I know it's gonna be a trying time, but we all know she can pull through. She's an amazing gal. She'll be right there with another amazing stream for us when she gets back onto it. But yeah, just give her a shout out. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but already found the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel where I post a lot of VODs. Subscribe as well. Join the Discord, you guys not already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xanthos Vice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.